Hey everybody, it's Joel, your host, and welcome to the Joel Homie Show, where today I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Creator Set 30584 Winter Holiday Train with 73 pieces. Today's review video is going to consist of 5 parts, starting with a box, or in this case bag overview, then moving to a unbagging, overview of everything that's included. That'll be followed by a time-lapse speed build, and last but definitely not least, a further review of the set itself once it's completed and built. So with that, let's start off today's video with a bag overview. Of course, starting at the front, so as per usual, we have our set information off to the upper left-hand side with the LEGO and Creator logo at the very top, and just below that we have our age recommendation, which in this case is 6 years of age and up, and then just below that we have our set number, set name, and set piece count. And then in the center we have a nice graphic of how the set will appear once it's completed. On the back of the bag, once again in the upper left corner we have the LEGO logo and set number. Just below both of those we have the polybag prototypical Legoland Kids Go Free slip that usually expires just over 2 years after the set was manufactured. Below that we have the item number and barcode or proof of purchase. In the top right we have some warnings, and in the bottom right we have some copyright information with the copyright date of 2022. And then of course, since this is a poly bag, there isn't really a top, bottom, right, or left side. So with that, let's go ahead and get this thing unbagged and see what all is included. Included is the parts and instruction manual, and now that we've got everything unbagged and seen what's included, let's move on to the time-lapse speed build. Right, and with that, here is LEGO Creator Set 30584 Winter Holiday Train, all built up and complete. And I have to say, I really like the cartoonish styling that the locomotive has got going on. And speaking of, let's go ahead and take a look at the locomotive first, and then we'll work our way towards the other two train cars. So here is the locomotive. It's a perky looking little thing. I quite like it. It utilizes its small amount of space and footprint quite well and has a, in my opinion, good amount of detailing. Like we've got some gold grab irons on either side of the locomotive. We also have a gold little whistle right in front of the cabin, and then a gold little cap on the top of the smokestack. There is a green smoke box cap that pairs well with the red coloring. It sort of gives it a Christmassy vibe with the red and green. And then the cab and floor to the cabin is white, which I think also pairs with the red, as it kind of gives a Christmassy feeling in that of like Santa's suit. But aside from that, right at the front of the locomotive, we have some buffer detailing with a 1x3 and 2 1x1 round tiles, and then the wheels are just normal LEGO wheels. They are the smallest kind that LEGO produces, and this would technically work on the 4x LEGO track that LEGO made a couple years back. However, they don't really produce that track much at all, so getting your hands on a track that this would be accessible with, if you don't have it already, might be a little bit pricey. And if you don't have the track, I still think this is a really cute little display piece, and as I said before, it utilizes its amount of space and its footprint very well with the amount of detail considering how small it is, which that plays a part in the cabin as well. The cabin is only 2 bricks deep, but it uses some modified 1x2 tall pieces that have this cutout in the side that sort of look like normal bricks on the one side, but when you look at the side of the brick, you can see the cutout, and it sort of makes it look like it has little doors. And then we've got some modified 1x1s at the front of the cab on either side of the whistle for some windows, and in between that we've got a modified 1x2 vent piece. That also adds a bit of detail. I'm not sure exactly for what, but it gives you an extra something to look at. And now that we've looked at the locomotive, the first train car that is shown in the packaging or on the front of the bag is this small little train car. It is the same size as the other train car, however this one is just sort of like a little flatbed which can be used to carry anything you want, maybe your sig fig or some other little small presents that have come in other LEGO Christmas related sets. But this one has two 2x2s in a bluish, sort of like baby blue turquoise color, and then a sort of like mustard yellow color, and both of them are capped with 2x2 tiles or jumper tiles that have these little green flowers placed on top. And then the wheels, just like before, are the same, so this will fit on the 4x rails that LEGO has made previously in like mining sets. And then the second train car is, once again, as previously stated, the exact same size as the first train car. However, this one utilizes its 4x4 stud footprint a little bit differently, as this is a passenger car with just two 1x4s for the sides, with two clear 1x2s, and then both of the rolls on the front and back are made out of some tall black 1x2s, and the top is using some similar pieces to that of the locomotive's roof, but these are sloped or rounded off 2x4 tiles, as opposed to the locomotive's 2x2 tiles that have a little bit of a cutout for another brick that you can see there. These ones are just one piece, so this is a very, very simple build, but it's still nice to look at. And together, these two cute little train cars, while being the same size, do look really great together. And the locomotive, you make a nice little Christmassy consist that is a very, very compact package and would end up fitting on many different shelves even if you don't have a lot of space like myself. So with that, that is going to conclude the JHS review of a LEGO Creator Set 30584 Winter Holiday Train. I'm your host, Joel, and if you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it, it would be greatly appreciated if you could hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more of my content going into the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one.